Great to be back here with Matt. We were here 3 years ago, and Arena put some funding in to get this centre moving, and what we see today is a result of what this whole strategy is about, this future fuels and vehicles strategy, which is partnership between the government doing what it does best, R&D and infrastructure, helping to inform consumers, and the private sector. And of course, this plan is built on the back of those core principles that the PM talked about: technology, not taxes; choices, not mandates; a portfolio of technologies. It's not just one: battery electric vehicles, hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and of course hydrogen vehicles. All of them are part of the mix of technologies that will bring down emissions in our economy, decarbonise our transport systems, and provide better products in the process. That is the heart of the strategy, this portfolio of technologies. Now, what we're announcing today, in addition, is an extra $178 million for this future fuels and vehicle strategy on top of the $72 million we've already committed. That's $250 in total commitment. We expect that to bring forward at least $500 million of total investment when we include private sector investments. And that'll be across a range of areas, informing consumers and making sure they can make their choice based on the best information available, having the supporting infrastructure in place for refuelling and for recharging, making sure that we're integrating with the grid. As the PM said, absolutely essential that we have a grid that works, and there's a special component of this which is focused on smart charging for homes. We know as more and more people charge from home, and about 75% of charging is done from home, it's critical that we have a grid that can cope with it. And so part of this program is about making sure we get smart charging into homes so we can cope with many battery electric vehicles plugging in and charging at the same time, making sure that we've got the infrastructure in place for heavy vehicles. And this is a crucial part of what needs to be done, and we know that will be more weighted towards hydrogen vehicles, and it's crucial that we have that heavy vehicle recharging and refuelling infrastructure in place. Making sure that we've got charging infrastructure at work. We know a significant proportion of people already charge and will in the future charge at work. So all of that infrastructure and integration with the grid essential, alongside informing customers and innovating. And part of this strategy is about making sure we're putting Australian companies in the position where they can provide the componentry. We can provide the lithium for the lithium batteries, the other essential critical minerals that are needed to produce these vehicles as the numbers go up. We are already seeing this in action, and the PM talked about the cost of technology coming down. Toyota, as I understand it, is selling 40% of their sales now as hybrid vehicles. That's a technology where the costs have come down more and more over time and will continue to. 7% of vehicles sold today now are hybrids, and that number is going up very, very fast. This is what happens over time as the private sector invests with appropriate government support. The costs come down, choices are made, people buy the low emissions vehicles, and emissions come down in the process. That's what technology, not taxes, and choices, not mandates, is all about. It's wonderful to be here at Toyota making this announcement today, and this is just one more step forward on the pathway to net zero by 2050 in a way that ensures that Australians are better off, not made worse off in the process.